tell me who you guys are and where you're from and what you hope to do or what you're doing and all that good stuff.
Well, my name is Brenton.
Brenton,
I'm from Virginia.
Okay.
So we're here just to learn more about technology, how technology can help our students advance proficiently in academics and so forth. So.
And I'm Jamel Gibson, the brother of Mel Gibson. That's a joke.
There you go.
And I'm here. We're also from Virginia.
I'm just taking your word
Brothers
for
of
it.
a different mother. Mel, hit me up. Yeah, but we're just here at the technology conference, representing our school district, Newport News Public Schools, out of Virginia.
Yeah, cool. So is this the first time you've been to FETC?
This is the first time I've been to FETC.
Yeah, me too.
Absolutely.
Me too.
Yeah.
So what do you guys do at your district?
Well, we're both assistant principals at elementary level.
All right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So you're both assistant principals. So how many students are you talking in your student population?
So I have about 650K through 5.
Okay.
I have about 450.
Man.
In the R&D field. Yeah.
In each of the schools, how many buildings are in your school
This is a
district?
lot.
Oh,
So big district.
yes.
Lots.
Like 30,000, over 30,000
Right.
students.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
So you
just
have
in general. You know?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm Jeff. I was.
Hey, Jeff, how you doing?
I didn't get to introduce myself. I'm David. Yeah,
Yeah, that's fine.
David and Jeff.
I was trying to do the whole thing. I don't even know if we're live. At
We're
this
good.
point.
Yeah, that's fine. We're all good. Yeah, it's working really well.
But so first time that you guys have been to FETC. So is this the first time you've been to Orlando?
This is my first time, not his.
No, not mine. I'm there.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's very cool. So
Did you guys get in yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what's not to like palm trees?
Yeah,
and
right.
Technology.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong.
Technology.
Weather's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys 1-to-1 at your schools? Are you looking to go to 1-to-1, or what do you use? Chromebooks, iPads,
Combination.
combinations?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you start off with iPads and then kind of decide, okay, we kind of went that's a little too much, and we moved back to Chromebooks? A lot of schools do that. You know, they go to iPads and go, okay, we didn't need a Ferrari. We kind of just needed a Nova, you know?
Yeah, Nova has good engines.
That's right. You can still work on a 66 Nova, right?
Yeah.
But, combination, like Dr. Gibson said, we So we have a technology learning center. It's a TLC lab. So we
Yeah.
have more like a smart table. We have different technology devices. We're just trying to just learn as much as we can.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. That's the best thing. This is a great place to do it.
Yeah.
You know, you'll find probably in conferences like this, especially this one, when you network, you probably learn that much more than you would even from going sessions. You know, just when you meet folks and find out, hey, what do you guys do? And hey, you kind of match our school, so that's kind of what we're looking for.
Right.
Yeah, we're that way. We've moved to Chromebooks, which is kind of a more cost effective for us, and the kids like them. They like the iPads too.
Of course.
But the Chromebooks have worked out really well for us, and we're a Google school. You guys a Google school?
We got a combination.
Yeah.
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 So do all the students have email, or do you guys kind of maybe secondary? Probably not your grade
Probably
levels,
secondary.
maybe?
Probably secondary.
Yeah.
Elementary, kindergarten.
Yeah, you know, technology is a spooky, bear to poke with a stick.
Yeah,
you know, it's one of those, especially when kids get involved.
Right.
So what are some of the things that you guys have your students doing or that you're helping oversee your students doing with using the various technologies that you have?
We do a lot of things like creating like trailers for newscasts, you know, if it's dealing with social studies or if it's dealing with science, they do a lot of PowerPoint presentations and things of that nature. But I was talking to Brenton earlier, it would be real cool to kind of get into the creating of apps because a lot of these young people are tech savvy,
Right.
even more so than teachers, you know what I mean? So creating an apps, I think, would be like a really good thing.
And there's a lot of great websites. You know, it's changed so much now
Right.
that there's a lot of websites that do like all the really hard end back end stuff, the API calls and things like that. They do it all for you.
Yeah.
So you know, you come up with the design,
Right.
you know, the front end, the GUI and everything, and then let the kids design all that stuff.
Right.
And then get the the workflow going. Like if you push this button, it's going to do this, and this is what we want. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, we were just talking to Ira Sokol from he's in the Blue Ridge Mountain area.
Okay.
And one of their things is they have a huge poverty stretch, from poverty to wealth. And he said one of the things they do is they have a lot of music production. They do that really does get kids, into it. And,
Oh, absolutely.
podcasting does,
Right.
getting kids on the air. But that's a great idea. Making apps. So, and you can do that in a group area, learning area. Because kids find their zone. Oh, I'm going to do this part. I'm going to do the graphics, or I'm going to do the PR for it.
So what's the demographic of the students that you guys?
It's a combination
Look
for me.
over.
I have a few English language learners. 45 total in my school.
Okay.
But roughly African American.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what.
the same
That's
demographic.
pretty much
Same.
the same for you. And then in as far as like socioeconomic, is it
Yeah,
the gamut, or is it
well, like over 80% of free and reduced
Okay.
lunch.
That's how we are.
Yeah.
yeah?
So you.
E-rate's a very good thing for you.
Yeah, the federal
You
money's
like
there.
E-rate.
It's just trying to,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Well, I heard something about
hopefully
federal
stays
monies,
there.
everything being put in a halt yesterday. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, like,
right now,
Right.
who
Yeah,
knows?
and right now, who knows?
yeah.
You know.
I mean,
You know,
free,
hey, that's what's funny. We're all here.
Yeah.
We might go back to our school districts next week and go, okay,
Right.
Right.
what's happened?
Yeah.
I think the thing is I told my superintendent, and you'll probably agree with me. Hey, you know what? We're going to keep teaching kids either way it goes.
Right.
Absolutely.
Got to
Right.
There's going to be kids that are going to have to be taught.
That's right.
Whether it's at a high-end private school
Right.
or
Right.
our schools.
That's
Right.
right.
We're going to have to spend the money.
Absolutely.
Even if we don't have the money,
Yeah.
teachers are still going to show up.
Right.
And we're still going to open the doors.
Right, right.
We might
Right.
not all be carpooling,
Right.
I hope not, but yeah.
Lord.
but hey, look, you look at this. It's also, I think this is a wonderful time in our nation's history that we're all going to go through something together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we're
Good,
going to have
bad,
to
or
just
ugly.
deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, good, bad, or ugly.
mean,
We're going to have
Yeah,
to deal
we
with
gotta
it
unite.
together.
I mean,
Yeah, you're right.
Right.
about
Gotta work
that.
together.
We kind of had it easy for a
Go in
while.
the right direction.
Right.
Well, I think
Yeah.
about our generation.
Right.
We've had,
Yeah.
we needed something to kind of stir us up and get us thinking again. Come together and fix this thing. I think it's going to happen in education. That's the one that's going to be probably hit the hardest.
Yeah, I hope so.
I do
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I just hope we all come together before we all kill each other.
Right.
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 Hey, well, that's the
You
cool
come
part.
to something like this, and you're like, I hope I don't get killed between.
About the process.
Are they protesting? Or they don't? I was in D.C. in December, before the official changeover, and
Right.
people were still, and it was crazy. It was actually a little scary,
Yeah.
in certain places where,
Yeah.
you just have these kind of random, I don't know, protesters. I guess I look like a mob to me, but
Right.
whatever.
Right.
It's just,
Yeah.
and these people
Right.
were angry, and
Right.
these people were angry that these people were angry,
Right.
and these people were angry.
That's
that
right.
everybody was
That's
angry.
right.
Yeah.
We can solve this by just quit being angry about
Right.
it. Let's talk about it and see if
exactly.
we can figure something out.
Be open-minded.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's the cool
Yeah.
part. That's what schools are going to be. It's going to be
Yeah.
hopefully that place of safe harbor
Yeah.
where we can talk about
Yeah,
it.
and that
Right.
growth mindset.
Yes.
Having that fixed mindset, man. It puts
Growth
us
mindset.
in another. It keeps us in a box.
Right.
You know?
That's exactly
In order for us
right.
to.
Yeah. This is
Yeah.
our opportunity, and
Yeah.
we've talked about it for years in education.
Yeah.
I've been doing this a long time.
Yeah.
We've been talking about it for decades.
Right.
But now we have this opportunity to change minds at that entry level
Right.
Right.
and prep them to be okay with it. And I think that's what we're seeing.
Right.
I think we're seeing they're confused about what to do with it.
That's
Right.
right.
But they're kind of going,
Right.
we can talk more.
Absolutely.
They
And
just
that's one of the reasons why I was attracted to elementary school. Because you figure if you have a population of 600 elementary school kids and you can get 600 kids that will matriculate into 600 adults.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
I figure if you can hit them on the
Right.
ground floor.
Absolutely.
it takes us I think about church revival. You always had revival, and if you got one,
Right.
well, that was okay.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what you did it for.
Right.
Absolutely.
When
Right.
it comes down, that's
Right.
all we had
Right.
to do. So,
Yeah.
I mean, but you're right. We can get half. That's
Right.
50% is a great deal.
Right.
I'll
Right.
take that.
Right.
Yeah.
That's some great numbers.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, how many would like to see assessment scores like that? Okay, I'll
yeah,
take
yeah.
I'll
Right.
take 50%. But you're right. And there's the thing. This thing right here and these things in our pockets. This is what the kids are using.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
what it's going to be. It's going to
Yeah.
be about this right here.
10 years from now, it's gonna be totally different.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
look at the
Hey,
stuff
you're
that
just
we're
gonna go,
using that
Right.
it wasn't here 10
Right.
years
Oh,
ago.
absolutely.
It was barely here 10 years ago.
Right.
And,
Right.
Right.
who knows what stuff is going to look like.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah, we have to make smart learners. That's what we have to do.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I'm excited for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's
Yeah,
awesome.
thank you.
We're
Where
excited
are
too.
you all based? Out?
we're actually based out of Hope, Arkansas.
Arkansas.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Southwest Arkansas,
Okay.
way down in the
I
corner.
work for an education service agency I'm not sure what they're called in Virginia, maybe BOCES or education.
I'm BOCES in New York. I'm
Yeah.
a New
Yeah,
York
you're from New York.
buyer.
Okay, yeah, like a BOCES in New
Yeah.
York.
Okay.
Yeah. And then he works for Hope Public Schools.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, we come from. I drove all the way out here, so it's 1,000 miles to get here.
How
so.
long?
Wow.
How many hours?
It was like 13 hours. I split it up over 2 days. You
Okay.
know,
Okay.
I stopped in Pensacola and
Yeah.
got a room, hung
So
out.
how did y'all connect with like the actual?
We started doing this about a year and a half when we did it with Corwin first. You probably heard Corwin Publications. We did one of their conferences on just a whim. We do a weekly show every Wednesday at 4
wow.
Central Time. So if you ever want to listen to us, we have lots of guests. You name it, they come on board and we talk education and technology.
Right.
Okay.
And then we just started doing conferences, and it became one of the things that LRP, who does FETC,
Right.
we all got together and we said, yeah, we'd love to come and
Right.
interview everybody that's here, because your stories are a story that needs to be shared.
That's right.
And everybody gets the opportunity to sit on talk with us, and we like to talk. I guess you can tell. So
That's all right. Yeah, that's good.
we don't meet a stranger.
Right,
So,
right, yeah, absolutely.
But this is an opportunity to sit down and we'll cut this up and we'll send you a link to it when it's all done.
Well, yeah, that's what I
yeah.
was going to say.
Oh, yeah,
If we can get your email address,
Yeah,
then
absolutely.
we'll email you after we get all this done, and then, like he said, we
yeah.
cut it up. We're live now,
Okay.
but then we take pieces and parts, and we'll actually put it out on iTunes and Google Play and all the
Right.
different avenues for releasing podcasts.
Okay.
But then we also send you those links, and you're welcome to download them, and you can use them in your own PR pieces, or
Okay.
you could have your students take the podcast and mix it with audio or do whatever, and they could create a YouTube video for your elementary schools, and there you go.
That's a real big one.
You guys will be
Take the
internet
audio.
famous.
Okay, cool.
You may not want to be, but
Yeah,
you
that's
could be.
And the cool part is that if you're ever looking for something fun, if we're in the neighborhood, holler at us. We'll come to the schools,
That would be really
Yeah.
do some fun stuff. We love to work with kids,
Oh, yeah,
and
absolutely.
especially teachers.
Right.
Yeah.
It means more coming from a teacher to the students they already know than just two guys who they don't necessarily know coming
Yeah.
in. But
Yeah.
we have a lot of fun with teachers. So
If we can get to the teachers, we can get to the students.
Yes, yes.
Because kids are kids.
Right,
Black, white,
right, exactly.
they all do the same thing about 12. You know what I mean?
and they're just kids.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
At the heart of it, kids haven't changed.
Right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's right.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
That is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, nice
this
talking
is
to you
nice,
guys.
guys.
Yeah,
Thank you very
You guys
much.
get a token of appreciation.
Oh, thank you.
There you go.
You guys
Limited
going to be
edition,
live
made
at
with
the,
pride.
Appreciate it, Jeff.
at the
Appreciate it.
Thanks,
karaoke
man.
event?
I don't know. We were talking about it.
Yeah, I don't know yet.
Now, that might
may
be
have
crazy,
to-
huh?
I'm
Yeah.
also a jazz musician, so I'd love to show up.
What
and
do you play?
I'm an upright bass player.
You know
Yeah.
I'm a jazz musician. I play piano.
Get out of town.
I play the trumpet.
Really?
I studied under
I used to anyway.
Jackie McLean and
Man, that's cool.
Nat Reeves plays bass,
Wow.
upright bass, and all of that.
I studied with Milt Hinton before he passed away a long time ago.
Really?
Yeah, and I played on the road for a long time in the 90s.
Get
I'm
outta
older
here.
than I look, but
Right.
yeah,
That was like my
I'm
hate
the
decade
opposite.
too. The
I'm
90s.
younger than I look.
Young Lines, we were still out there doing
Right,
our thing.
that's right.
Yeah, man. I still play. In fact, I've got a gig when I get back, so I
Really?
stay on the road doing
If
that.
you go over there, if you play, I'll play.
Cool.
It'll
Oh,
stand
that's
up.
cool.
Did they bring
Yeah.
instruments?
Blues or something.
I don't know. That'd be fun. I started to throw mine in the car.
All right,
All right, well,
guys.
you guys have a good conference,
All right,
man.
you too.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks for visiting with us. Awesome. Man, so that is Brenton and Jamel out of Newport News Schools in Virginia. So we've had two guests from Virginia